with light, that's usually RGB because that's how rods and cones work. But for physical ink and printers, it's usually magenta, yellow, cyan, uh, and black.
Hi, Bear. You started the conversation.
Hi, Bear. How you doing? We're all very sleepy. I was about to draw a sleepy cat, and then I got distracted.
I see that Sheep has drawn a cat puddle.
It's a blob.
Cat puddle.
It's a sleepy cat blob.
Swoosh.
They're perfect, and I like your space kitty.
Thank you. It wasn't meant to be a space cat, but it turned out that way. Ah, blub.
Or the kitty that is outside in the nighttime.
No space.
It's space.
The cat
Yes,
has
very much
somehow
a mood.
gotten out the door, and the door is on a spaceship.
Indeed, they're fine. They're fine though. They're okay.
They're fine.
And yes, Cheebs. No, leave it. Cheebs cat
Refuse to graffiti,
is
friends.
very much the mood for all of us today.
We're all sleepy.
Yes.
Please.
Yep.
How are you doing, Mary? Right? Apart from annoyed that things have reset.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Rid of him.
That would be a fun design for a parachute.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've seen like umbrellas and whatnot with cat on the top.
Oh yeah, I have as well.
I do not own any such umbrellas because I live in a state where if it's raining that hard, the rain is probably coming in sideways, so the umbrella is useless.
That's fair.
Hi, miss.
Hey, miss.
Hello, miss.
Ordering prints, which is an activity that you hate. Know that feeling? Color, color, color. It's a bugger.
I don't know that feeling because I don't order prints. Because I don't have prints.
Not yet.
Experience as someone who's coming in from purely a computer science background and not an art background is any machine that takes any from physical media and turns it into a digital file, and also anything that takes a digital file and turns it to a physical medium is just demonic nonsense. And if it does both, God help you.
What did you join? But your anxiety sucked punched you in the chest about 15 minutes ago, so you're just gonna vibe. Vibe away, miss.
That's fine. No pressures or anything.
Zero pressures.
Go vibe and doodle more juiced cats.
Yes, I honestly started the call saying that I might not even. Yeah, join to draw. Sure, yeah, you can do that. That's no problem. But yeah, no rush, no worries, no pressure.
Yeah, you
It's all
do
good.
precisely, no less and no more, than you feel like you want to and can do.
Yeah.
I will probably spend half the time squinting at this paper that was like, oh, we collected data from these various teachers and we've split this up by age ranges, and I'm sitting here going, why does this one have age range down to 18? I'm confused. I can't think of any situation where you would have someone who is 18-year-old who is a certified teacher.
Yeah. That's for, like a TV show plot or something. It's not really something that's
Yeah, like I know I have
It's
I
young
have
Sheldon.
interacted with multiple animes type thing where it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
they're like 18 and already working as a detective. Yeah, that doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah, or like Doogie Howser is like a teenage or a very young doctor or something. Yeah. Yep. But not really something in real life.
No. Now, if it was just like, if this was also like free service teachers, that would make sense. But
Mm-hmm.
well, I guess I should double check to make sure there's no pre-service teachers in here because they do have under teaching experience category 0 to 2 years. So technically, if you're still a pre-service teacher, that's 0 years of experience. I'm gonna have to look that up. Because, yeah, I'm a little confused why they're saying we collected data from people who might have been as young as 18, and it's like, cool. What? Because, like, even if you take into account that some high schoolers are taking university level classes early, that only knocks off, like, 2 of, at max, of the 4-ish years that you need to get certified to teach. So that means 20 at best. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna draw more puddles. Nonsense.
More
Yeah.
puddles.
All the puddles. All the puddles.
Yeah, so I finished the first leg of the Mages Guild quest, which involves going to a place called the Cheesemonger's Hollow, and
Yeah.
I am disappointed that the nerd had nothing to say about it.
Well,
Oh,
it's
boo.
just cheese. There weren't. Are they
Because
cooking
one,
with
he likes
cheese
magic,
or?
and cheesemonger.
Mm-hmm.
It specifically doesn't like cooking with cheese. I don't know, maybe they're
Yeah,
just a
that's
massive fan of raw cheese. Raw cheese? That's
maybe.
milk.
I was about to say, you go too raw, and it's just gonna be the cow.
True.
Raw cheese is beef.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. That's a good point, though. It is a Mages Guild thing, so you should have said something for that at least.
You'd have thought. So, weeks happened, eh?
Mm-hmm.
They do.
One of those occurred again. So I'm told.
God damn it. Why do they keep
Fair of it,
Like-
honestly.
Don't know. Been trying to address it, but it's not a letter, so it's really difficult. Who is this? Not sure. Tried to draw Cyril, but I'm not sure it's that.
The character from the Halloween RPG.
Yeah.
Nice. The squiggly little man in Cheeb's and that Ray is looking for in Cheeb's doodles from yesterday. That's what Chris is drawing.
I mean, when I did a zoom out just looking at the sketch, my first thought was the 11th Doctor, but that might just have to do with, like, the hair and the nose. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
can see a little bit of it. Yeah, I was thinking one of the doctors in general, but yeah,
Okay, sees ghosts.
I
I think
mean,
so.
saying the
that's
guy
Jeeves'
looks like the
character.
Doctor doesn't really narrow things down much.
Yeah.
Exactly, though. Yeah, it was like in general it looks like a doctor, but I couldn't quite tell which one.
How many
But
people
yeah,
does that narrow it down to at this point?
so
Because
many.
we're on to like the 15th Doctor, but the 14th one was also the 10th, and that doesn't
Mhm.
include the War or the Fugitive. Or the Valiard,
Mhm.
if you want to count that as a Doctor. Also any of the people in the Timeless Child and or Face of Evil.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, there's about 60 or 70 actors you need to compare to if you say someone looks like the Doctor.
Yeah, I know. And I still stand by what I said, but yeah. But I realized that it didn't make any much sense at all, so that's why
I
I didn't say
mean,
anything earlier. But
I guess you could say
I
they
do
have
kind of see
Doctor
the look now.
vibes, because even with, like, the
Yeah,
wild differences in fashion, there's
yeah, that's kind of what
some
I meant a little
things
bit.
that maybe not consistent, but, like, very common. Like, I don't think I've seen a Doctor who wasn't at least some level of feral gremlin, even if they sometimes pretend to not be. It's just kind of like,
Mhm.
you are here to cause problems for someone. It might be you.
No, they're here to solve problems. They will cause problems, but they're here to solve them.
Love that for them. Are they going to cause problems specifically for Jeeves' character?
Probably. Probably going to cause problems for a lot of
Excellent.
people.
Love that.
He looks like
I
the
mean, it's an
Roll D20
RPG.
12th
Things
Doctor.
are never going to
Mhm.
go smoothly.
Oh God, no. Oh man, I wanted to face palm myself at the end of
For the 12th Doctor, we need the big fluke.
We met. I did see this coming. I really did, but I was hoping. But still, at the end of our Borderlands session, we had a fight against some Malawan troops, and there was an extra extra being there during the fight who we were helping and was helping us. We're like friend, enemy is my friend, and all that. And it was spoilers, I guess, but it was Louis from the New Tales from the Borderlands. And my character, Cheap told me that my character, being from like the doll military and stuff, would have realized what kind of bot Louis is. That he's a murder bot, an assassin, and like don't mention your name or anything. And my character warned the others, just like, hey, don't say your name to this guy. And I knew the moment that I said don't say your name to Gaia, that she would absolutely say it. But I felt I still needed to, and after the fight, Louis introduced himself. I'm like, I'm Louis. I'm a murder bot. Don't tell me your name. If I search for your name and find it, I will have to kill you and things like that. And Gaia walked over and was like, "My name's Gaia. I'm definitely in your database. You should search for me."
A damn influencer brain.
I just put my head in my hands, like, oh God, no.
It worked out.
It worked out in the end. Like she was in his database, and it was a kill order, but she managed to turn it around, so he didn't kill her. But yeah, but yeah, it was just yeah. Things will always go rough in RPGs.
Look, the my current bar is still somehow the DM isn't even quite sure how we managed to do it. Somehow managing to swipe the MacGuffin zombie controlling sword when we first
Oh
met
yeah.
the villain character. It was supposed to just be a short sort of establish who this is and what she's doing, but we somehow managed to pull shenanigans and get the sword from her.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Literally explode our way out of the temple, as in we tried to get out of the temple that we had run into her in. The monks were annoyed with us because we had run into their temple to cause shenanigans, and we decided to not deal with them by throwing a bomb at their face. And then deciding, cool, where are we going to hide this? I know, let's stick it in an open grave in the graveyard. No one will look there. And then releasing an uncontrolled zombie apocalypse on the town.
As you do.
As you
I
do.
love that. Oh yeah.
Which ended up technically killing one of our party members as we tried to fight off the zombie horde, but the sword revived him as a zombie, and then he made a saving throw, so he was no longer under control of the sword because he was like a paladin. So none of us know that he's dead. He doesn't even know that he's dead.
Love that. Excellent.
Zombie paladin.
RPGs are great.
Mm-hmm. They're very fun.
That was probably the largest comedy of errors I have ever been a part of.
It sounds fantastic, though.
But yeah, it was fun that you guys got to meet Louis. I was always gonna bring him back in it, but you know.
Oh hell yeah! I was
Louis
very happy to see Louis again. Yeah. You got this, Fair.
You can do it.
You can do it, Bear. We believe.
We believe. Yeah, you got this. You're doing great.
Actually do appreciate it. Well, we mean it.
Yeah, absolutely. I legitimately do believe in you.
Yeah. Get loved, idiot.
Yeah, damn right, idiot. It's fucking love. Rip.
Fucking rip. Got him.
Yeah, got him, huh?
Oh, it's thundering. Oh, fun.
Ooh.
Oh, thunder and lightning.
Ooh, fun. How does drawing work? Hey!
Oh, hell yeah.
Spoilers,
Perfect.
Cheeb. Spoilers.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Get them.
I want to
Kitten.
try KT2.
Get them.
Sippin'.
Coming out here drawing something that actually looks like a cat. Oh, and
Sure.
deflated cat here. And
I
all
mean,
deflated
honestly, cats are
stegosaurus.
just. They're mostly liquid. They are puddles and stuff, so.
They have some of the bendiest spines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for a spoiler, everyone.
No, never be sorry. It is wonderful. And I love their expressions so much. They're perfect.
I think that's basically what they're like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, you got it perfectly. Yes.
I mean, who doesn't want to go to summer camp for gods? There's a whole book series about.
I was gonna say that's exactly what the Percy Jackson book series is all about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
I
I
mean,
hate
to
you.
be fair, in Atreus' defense, Heimdall shouldn't be a camp counselor.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
I mean, probably neither should Dionysus, but nobody stopped him.
Also true. Yeah, that's right. He was a camp counselor in Percy Jackson. Yeah, that's true.
Not exactly what I would consider a responsible adult on multiple levels.
I mean, for
Yeah.
Heimdall, it's not that he isn't responsible, it's that he hates children.
Yeah.
Or at least
Yeah,
all
definitely
children
shouldn't
you
be a
come
camp
across
counselor
in
if
a
you
game.
hate children. Yeah.
Okay, now that there's more details in this crest, this looks a lot less 11th Doctor.
Yes.
It's also looking less Cyril, but I'm still drawing it. Hey, computers! Oh no.
I see a little bit of Sander Cohen.
Yeah, it's going a bit too.
Which is a character from BioShock.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I like him. I like Cyril. I like this design for Cyril.
Yeah. I'll have another crack at it.
It's only a little bit. I mean, it's not a lot. It's just
No.
a little
It's not the vibe I was going for. So.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, feel it out. Whatever feels right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, me and Miss were looking at computers because at some point we're going to need to get one, and neither of us really have any idea what anything is. So I think I know a little bit more about the basic like numbers to look at, but it was also very clearly demonstrated when I tried to make a computer on the website that I am woefully behind the times on what counts as a good amount of stuff on a computer now. I was like, I'll pick the medium value, and then I scrolled through 90% of the other things which were bigger than the thing I chose.
I feel this emotion. I should probably get a new computer too.
Are you using a website to check for compatibility stuff?
This was on a website that's like, we can build your computer for you, and we will get rid of the things that aren't compatible with the things you've chosen so far.
Okay, good. Because that's like one of the big things. If you're building your own instead of getting one out the box, is making sure it's like, hey, does my power supply support all of these other things that I'm connecting to it?
Yeah.
And I mean, the fun thing is, at its base, it's not like any individual thing is hard to understand. It's just that there's this problem in technical fields where everyone just uses, here's all of the technical words, and then doesn't remember that people don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, we're just going to use acronyms of everything because we don't have time and space to write it all out. So, like RAM. Like, that's an acronym that gives you no context on to what the hell that is. I know what that is. Some of you might know what that is.
You are very much
but
hitting...
just the letters RAM tells you absolutely nothing.
Yeah, no.
As you might be able to ascertain from chat, you're very much hitting on Mrs. Pain Point here. This was just reading out acronyms, one after the other, being like, these mean nothing!
I
Yes,
agree with Miss. They
because
mean
you've
absolutely
just been
nothing.
given the first letter of each relevant word. Fortunately, they are named very literally, usually in computer science. Unfortunately, it is rare you use the whole word, you use the whole name, you just use the acronym.
Even more unfortunately, we're looking at buying things, which means that most of the acronyms, well, half of the acronyms are technical, the other half of the acronyms are product names. And you can't really tell the difference because they're acronyms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and then it also doesn't help that when it comes to the product names, not all companies are consistent with their naming scheme. So, like, when it comes to, like, CPUs, generally the number associated with the CPU sort of gives you an idea of, like, what generation it was made in, with the idea being that, like, okay, older generation CPUs a bit less powerful than newer generation CPUs, but then it also gives you, like, the idea of, like, is this a CPU from, like, the upper end of this product line or the lower end of this product line? But, like, they're not consistent. Even with, like, individual companies, they refuse to be consistent sometimes.
Okay, my assumption with what you've written there, miss, is you're talking about memory, because it says 2 lots of 16, which is, I've only ever really seen that with memory. So 32 gig is the memory capacity. DDR5, I did look this up, because it's not Dance Dance Revolution, which is very disappointing.
That's a
boo.
RAM.
Open.
That's a RAM thing.
It's
I
something
think
to...
it's Dance Dance Revolution.
I
think
think
it's
it should be Dance Dance Revolution, yeah.
I think it's something to do with how fast the information can be accessed. Something like that. I don't know what you would compare that to, but it's a thing.
DDR, like I said, it's a RAM thing. Double data rate. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to do with how quickly the RAM gets information and process it and sends it back out. And then also an idea of, like, how much bandwidth you're working with.
Nice. What's the 5,600 MT per second? What's MT? Mega turtles.
Yes, correct.
Excellent. Moving on.
Transfer rate? Because MT, so over S is usually a hertz. MT is...
Hertz just means per second.
Transfer? I think T is transfer, and then M would be mega. So mega transfer rates per second. So basically, it's how fast the information is going back and forth between the RAM and the rest of the memory.
So 5.6 billion transfers a second. I don't know if that's good. Latency CL36. That sounds very product dependent. Asus ROG Strix B650E-IMD B650E again. Chipset.
That
almost
is
all of that is
probably
product name.
information about product name, which gives you, in theory, gives you information about like what product line it put on and like when in the generation. Asus, I don't remember enough about how Asus does their naming to tell you anything about what that means. But yeah, so Asus and AMD have to do with like what companies are involved with making the chipset. So my guess is all of that information is just name. So yeah, like I said, for the technical specs, there is logic behind the naming. It's just that if you don't know what these acronyms mean, you're sitting here going, what does Dance Dance Revolution have to do with RAM?
Mm-hmm.
Assuming you even know what RAM is.
Mm-hmm.
And aren't assuming you're just talking about a weird sheep.
It could be Dance Dance Revolution. If you run Dance Dance Revolution on a computer, it will use the RAM, so... We're going to kidnap Ragdoll for computer purchasing purposes. So we're exchanging any information that we get with each other. Miss has already stolen a person. I may also steal that person, even though I don't know them.
Go for it. Do it.
Feel them.
I may also steal them too.
I mean, I can help you look at things, but with the caveat of I will have to look some things up myself, because while I do remember some of the general stuff, it's been a hot minute since I've done any real hardware work beyond just cleaning my own laptop and reseating the RAM, because apparently it decided to unseat itself. That was a lovely couple of weeks.
Oh god.
And like I haven't kept up to date with who's producing what and at what specs. So I'd have to look up some things to figure out who's producing things that are actually decent and who's just a bunch of hot garbage.
I mean, at least you know what to, like, look up, which is already a very valuable thing to know.
True.
Yeah. Sloan approves of your people-stealing activity.
Hell yeah.
Do Theo and Miles know anything about computers?
One of these days, I'm going to get a refresh on my hardware knowledge, but I'm probably going to wait until after I deal with the other choices that I've made in my life. Because I don't know if I could be working on a technical certificate and a PhD at the same time. That sounds like even more hell.
Oh god, yeah.
I will say, though, good news, especially if you're, well, I know on Mrs. Case the idea is to try and make a PC where she can play the Baldur's Gates.
Yeah.
The good news is now that the words.
Good news is words.
Basically, it's graphics cards are a lot cheaper to get these days.
That's good.
Because previously it was like, hey, people keep producing, like companies produce these graphic cards, and instead of people trying to create computers to either play games or make videos or do like intense image processing stuff, which is what graphic cards are designed for. It's basically a graphics card is basically a specialized CPU. But instead of it going to people who are needing specialized CPUs to handle specifically graphics, it was getting bought by people mining for Bitcoin. So the prices were nuts for a while. But they are going down now that various Bitcoin and related shenanigans are becoming more and more fringe. I'm not dropping 1,500 pounds and then not telling me I have to buy more Lego bits for it. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, are you just doing a bunch of sketches for your guy, Chris?
I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just doing as much as possible, and hopefully one of them will work.
One of them might work.
Try all the
yeah.
shapes. They've all got
All
the
the-
suspicious glance to the side. I got that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
They're
how
right.
some of them are like very different styles. So like the first one you did is a much more realistic face, and then you've got various sorts of exaggeration going on here, especially with the nose and eyes. This one down here, bottom row, furthest to the right of the sketches that are still sketchy, actually kind of reminds me of the Inspector Gadget cartoon.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got a bit of vibe.
absolutely.
Like similar long face and hat, and
Yeah.
like the nose shape isn't
Absolutely.
quite the same, but he also had a really long nose, like long on his face nose in the Inspector Gadget cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't usually look quite so pensive though. He was mostly just a bit of an idiot.
Oh, that's a good face.
This one's
The one
closest, I
that you're
think.
working on right now. I like that one.
Yeah, that one's closest.
That's a very good face, yeah.
Hey, you're welcome, Bear. We're here to help keep you sane, presumably.
Oh yeah.
At least relatively.
What else should I draw? I've drawn my 2 ideas.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm still on number 1, so I can't help.
mm.
More
They are
spoilers
perfect.
for God of War Summer Camp. Kratos in trunks.
I mean, I don't know about over there, but over here it's not that uncommon for it to be a hey, here's the summer camp. Some of the parents are going as well to volunteer and do stuff. And my dad has, well, I don't know if he still has it, but he has in the past been lifeguard certified, so he has sometimes been there with the full-time lifeguards acting as a secondary lifeguard to make sure that the kids don't do something stupid in the pond. Actually, now that I think about it, can Kratos swim?
don't
I know he can't read Norse.
Kratos with floaties.
I... No, I believe he can swim.
Like,
Trying
just
to figure out a time when he did, but
Because, like, usually...
Yeah.
Yeah, usually in the game when you're moving across water, you're in a boat.
yeah,
Which doesn't mean he can't swim, it just means that there's a boat.
it means that there's a boat. Yeah.
His wife
I would
teaching him
figure
how to
at the
swim.
very least, he probably has trouble floating. But that's just because of what I know about the density of fat versus muscle. And damn, he does not have a spare inch on him when it comes to that. So he's just gonna sink like a brick if he doesn't know how to swim.
I imagine he does know how to swim. It's again like every time there's water, there is a boat, so I cannot say for sure, but I think he can swim.
Is that true in the old games as well?
Hmm?
Is that true in
There's
the old
not
games?
a lot of water in the old games.
There's not, no.
I don't
And
know
again,
if
when
they
there's
would have.
water, there's boat.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have wasted much time in the old games for swimming animations. They spent a little
No.
bit too much time with blood and gore and boobs. And they didn't even do a good job
Yeah.
on the boobs.
Yeah.
From the old games, I can even only remember one instance where you're near water, which is when you're on a boat, like, trying to kill a giant monster.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen Kratos swim. Probably. Imagine there's probably some kind of instance where he has to, like, at least swim a little bit. Because the boat's getting capsized or something. Not that much boating in the new God of War. I mean, there kinda is,
Right.
but also, that's different.
I mean, even if he can't swim, we can still draw him as a lifeguard.
True.
Just scaring the kids into not going into the water so he doesn't have to swim.
Kratos is just, going at these kids like, we're not here for fun, and it's like, what else did we come here for then? Kratos bonds with Thor and then uses the new emotional growth to bond with Boy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let them
Kratos
both
and
work through
Thor,
their generational trauma, please and thank.
best buds, for sure.
Mhm.
It's the Council of the Dad Bods.
Two very different kind of dad buds between those two.
Yep.
That's why they're both needed on the council.
Can I sit in, please, on the council?
Yeah.
No, it's a council for dads only. Sorry.
Well, I mean, just because the council's for dads doesn't mean that members of the public can't view. Because, like, we've got various education councils where it's like, hey, you're not a member of the council, but because this is a public council, members of the public can at least come in and sit in and see what's going on.
I think you technically can, but I think both Kratos and Thor would heavily discourage it. So I was with my thing on Kira's drawing.
No worries. No worries. It's all good.
I
I
don't
didn't
know if
even
I was
notice.
blocking anything. It's just
No,
that
you're
you noticed.
fine. You're fine. No worries. I'm just with you guys drawing your private eye characters and stuff, I was just reminded that I wanted to redraw a character I had drawn during a previous hangout chat thing, who was also a private investigator,
Yeah.
private detective, or something from a podcast I've listened to called Malevolent. And I wanted to redesign that character now that I know more about him.
Yee.
But yeah.
The good old coming up with designs for characters where you never see them.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Could never be wrong. It's great.
True, very true, yeah. And I'm still working on it, but
Yay. Good. Yay.
I don't know.
How's your guy going, Chris?
Might be drawing something else in a minute.
That happens.
Good.
A favourite moment from the 11 Limb podcast is Zach, the DM, describing a character with a moustache, and Madeline, who is the group artist, going, "He has a moustache now! Damn it, I need to change all of the character art."
Yeah, speaking of that, the character in my head has a mustache. I don't fucking know how to draw a mustache, so he's shaved right now. Like, I just tried.
Shaved. It's fine.
I just tried, and it looks awful. So no, he doesn't have a mustache. But in my head, he does.
There are many types of moustache. An experiment. Give a big old handlebar moustache.
Mm-hmm.
Or a little.
Growing facial hair is hard.
Yep. I'll give him some like stubble or something.
I will never figure out how to draw facial hair.
Actually, no, I will just draw I'll draw it like that or something. Not like that or whatever. Someday I will learn how to draw facial hair. This is not quite the day, but still.
That's the spirit. Someday, but not today.
Not today. That is future Kiro's problem, not present Kiro.
I keep adding to my podcast list, but I haven't been listening to any podcasts recently because I've been listening to audiobooks.
That is fair.
And re-listening to The Witcher. Well, I say re-listening. I had read them previously, and now I am listening to them instead of reading because it's quicker to get the hold of the audiobook.
Yeah.
And I can listen to them when I'm in the car driving back and forth from grad school.
Honestly, I'm doing the same with a series that I had read before, but I'm now listening to audiobooks for it. Because it is much easier, yes.
Embrace the tradition of oral storytelling.
Yee.
I know this foot looks backwards, but I don't care enough to try and fix it.
Oh,
This
yeah.
whole cat's anatomy is off anyway, but it's a cat. That just sort of happens.
Absolutely.
Oh, is that October?
It's attempting to be.
I never
It's
recognized them.
October. Yeah, no, it's totally October.
There's some very easy iconography I can just slap on any face to make it look like October. So that's kind of cheating.
That's
Oh,
definitely
that's
October.
Toby.
It's Toby.
mean,
Toby
that-
doesn't usually have a hat, that's fine.
I thought they
having
were,
character
noir.
designs that make them distinct and unique is good. Because otherwise you get it so it's like, cool, I have no idea who this man is.
Mm-hmm.
Run into that a couple of times where I'm just kind of like, yet another brunette, scruffy-faced white dude. What's his name? I don't know. Probably John.
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake is his name. Yep. Or Booker DeWitt.
But Booker, at the very least, has the advantage of having a more unique sounding name.
But still.
But he is still. Also, you
Yeah.
never see him really. You do, but you kind of.
True. Also, he has like 5 different looks or something. There's like the one on the cover. There's the one you briefly get a glimpse of at the very beginning of the game, and then, yeah, I don't remember any others. But yes, absolutely Nathan Drake as well.
It's just whenever I hear someone describing
Generic
a
white man.
generic white male
Generic scruffy
protagonist.
white man. Yeah.
It's
No.
Nathan Drake. It's him.
It's definitely Nathan Drake.
I do love Uncharted and I love Nathan Drake, but it's him.
You are correct.
He is the generic male protagonist.
He is indeed.
Gruffy brown hair. Idiot.
Mhm. Also, he is, or at least the character, his voice actor voiced, is dead in God of War.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, they're not in God of War Ragnarok, right?
No, I don't know.
I don't
Oh.
think so.
I mean, saying that, hey, the character is dead in God of War doesn't narrow things down much. And then also doesn't stop them from still showing up
Yeah, I was gonna say.
in some
True.
way.
Very true,
Yeah.
Seeing as Zeus and Athena are both dead, and we get to see the ghosts of Kratos' past, as it were.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
That's
think they
true.
were important enough for that. Their character.
True. They were mostly there to build off of Kratos' character and the theme of, like, hey, generational trauma, yay!
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, no, they're not like back for God of War Ragnarok. I thought maybe they were like given different roles or something. Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Or,
Okay.
Yeah.
The Miss said, you know who's alive in God of War Ragnarok time? Mimir. Mimir's alive. But what they actually wrote was GOW Rag time. And I read that as GOW Ragtime. Like sort of plinky plonk piano.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there's an
like
idea. Draw the Ragnarok or the God of
Ragtime.
War crew doing a ragtime.
Hell yeah.
Ragtime.
Someone surely is at least mildly musically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
Telling me Loki can't dance. I love that you keep calling him Loki, not Atreus.
No, he's Loki.
Pretty handy with a bow. So, like violin, I guess.
There is an instrument. I don't remember what it's called, but there is one ethnic group where a traditional instrument of theirs is literally just we took a bow and glued a thing onto it to make sound from vibration. Well, not glued, more just tied to it. But yeah, so yeah, that is a thing.
You'll call him what you like. Hell yeah.
Oh,
miss.
I see, miss.
I'm just
Not adhering to preferred name.
I'm just warning you in advance that
Yeah, the whole Atreus versus Loki thing is going to have some interesting things come up in Ragnarok.
there might be some implications there. Yeah, so I'm curious if you're gonna keep calling him Loki. Whether you change your mind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In the happy fun time summer camp rom-com dating sim, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a whole mix-up over name tags. It's hilarious.
That's it. It's
Sure.
truly hilarious. That's
This-
why I'm warning you. Because
this
you're
seat's
gonna
reserved for
laugh
Loki.
your ass off.
This cabin's
That's
reserved for
it.
Loki. No, it's reserved for Atreus. Fine.
Yeah, it's definitely a large fun time and not generational trauma to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, no. Why would it be, honestly? That's silly, Ragdoll.
Mhm.
But we have Brock and Sindri, and that's truly all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Uh-huh, yep.
Mhm.
We definitely have both of those characters. Yep.
Mhm.
They are definitely both very important to the plot line going on in Ragnarok.
Mhm.
Here, you sound a bit nervous there.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not in pain. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Why would you be in pain? That's
I
good.
know, right? They're. I love thinking about Brock and Sindri. They're wonderful, and I love them
and
so much.
specifically thinking about them in the context of God of War Ragnarok. Definitely a fun thing to do.
Mhm. Yep.
Wonderful and pleasant and no
God, you
tears.
sounded so much distress. I feel bad.
It's
Breathe
fine.
in,
It's
breathe out.
fine. It's
A giant cat. We get a giant kitten.
Do it.
yeah.
We get something close to that.
Oh.
That's...
We are definitely collecting pets, and they are definitely very large.
Well, given the title of the game, I guess there is an animal involved.
Yeah, just a bit.
A couple, even. Atreus is just collecting all of the pets.
Gotta catch them all. It's Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Showed us a giant cat, but can't remember who they belong to, and you can't Google anything.
No, don't Google anything.
There was a giant turtle. Your bet is that there may possibly be a pupper. I think so too.
Maybe.
I might know
Maybe
it's-
a pup.
Might know it's Nick.
Mayhaps.
Might be a few, even.
Yeah,
Many pups. Do we get the
just
snake again?
maybe.
Snake didn't die, did they? No, they're still around. Jormungand.
Yomungander is fine.
Cool, nice. Went for Eep.
More.
Why are we yelling about war?
I don't know what we're yelling about for. That's Miss.
God of War.
Hope the ghosts judge right harshly. Yeah. They do.
It's a walk. Hello.
Look at him as a walking rat flag.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a rat flag, he's just really bad at flirting. When did he last sleep?
Trick question.
The summer of 38.
Yeah. That's the one. He's pretty sure. Don't ask what year it is now.
God, no one's looking like themselves today. Evie uses an amazing brand of noise-cancelling headphones you can wear when sleeping. They'll drown out the ungodly horrors really well.
I don't think the horrors are the cause of sleeping problems. I think that's just him. I think he is the cause of his sleeping problems.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just because of the scale I'm looking at, but Tori looks sort of fluffy right now.
Cute. Awesome, hell yeah, Tori.
So I love that you immediately went for Tori.
Look, I have an awkward romance in my brain, so as soon as anything involving romance and awkwardness rears its head, worried Tory appears.
Valid. Absolutely
He's involved
valid.
in all the awkward romances. Doesn't matter which ones.
Mm-hmm.
He'll stumble into all of them.
I'm watching Dorothea all day, so Karina has poisoned your brain. Good.
Hooray!
Oh yeah.
More
Always let
poison!
That's fair.
Karina
Yeah.
Dorothea poison your brain. That's
Damn
my
right.
opinion.
I love
Embrace.
that as well.
Oh, I zoomed out and I see creepy eyeballs. Lovely.
This is John. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Unless you're
Outside.
talking about other creepy eyeballs.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about John Doe. He's fine. He's a friend.
You know, I know why the name John Doe, but it's just really funny to me because
It
if you
is.
name one of your main characters John Doe, it makes it really hard for people to find your work if they're looking for it based off of characters.
That's why one of the like whenever I see posts for Malevolent on Tumblr and stuff, they always say like John Malevolent or John Doe Malevolent. It's just or John Malevolent podcast, things like that. They always specify what he's from. But like yeah, but the other guy Arthur Luster, I sometimes I'll just see his name. Sometimes I'll see Arthur Malevolent as well. But yeah.
Well, yeah, because Arthur is a fairly common name, but having the last name attached to it now makes it easier to differentiate.
Yeah.
But just like John Doe, congratulations, you are finding
that's why,
Jack and
like,
shit.
all of the tags, or most of the tags I see, will specify that he's from this podcast, so it makes it easier to find like art or writing or whatever about the podcast or the character from the podcast. Just yeah. Sometimes they also call him by his real name, which is a spoiler, so I won't say it. Or his original name that he forgot and will eventually remember in the podcast. But usually it's just John Malevolent.
No, that's good because yeah, it's a
yeah.
His original
It's
name
not
was
like
Lorem
with-
Ipsum.
Yeah. Lauren Ibsen.
Pete bread.
Yeah.
Pea bread.
Very
Oh,
badly flirts with.
Now I want to play an RPG character called Pea Bread. He was just like has the intelligence of bread, but big fist.
Oh hell yeah! Love that. Eat bread, yes. So I love all of these very good doodles and characters and stuff. Yeah.
October is wondering what Tori's got himself into again.
Yeah.
A very uncomfortable situation for everyone involved and watching.
Oh hell yeah!
You know how you said at one point, like, one of the jokes was potentially going to be everyone's meeting up, and like, Tori made a wrong turn, as it were, and ended up in like some strip club.
Yeah.
Yes.
For whatever reason, I'm imagining that the strip club ladies and potentially gents, depending on the club, are just kind of like, "Hey, this dude's pretty cool. We like this customer. We'd like him to come back."
It's just very nice.
Hell
No
yeah.
idea where he was. Because now everyone's very friendly.
Love that. Yeah.
Ironically, on the opposite end of the situation that he's in with August. Whereas August has no idea what's going on.
Like, one of the dancers is just chatting with him about, like, the physical aspects of pole dancing, completely unironically.
Hell yeah.
He's just very earnestly talking about what it does to various muscle groups. And it's like, this is a very refreshing discussion to have about pole dancing with a customer.
I do like that.
God, I'm glad I didn't expect to do any drawing today.
No drawing.
Mm-hmm.
You say that like you aren't busting out an amazing Tori right now.
I've made
hell
like
yeah.
20 corrections to
October,
make him look
and-
approximately like Tori.
It's an
He look-
amazing Tori.
That's art. That's how art is. You make corrections all the
Also,
time.
yeah, that's art, baby.
Like I
don't
can't
like
even count how many goddamn corrections I've made on my drawing, and I'm still about to make another one. That's
He has
how
a very
art
nice
be.
squishable face.
Yes. And also, everybody looks great. You did great. And I love all the different versions of Cyril. And yeah.
I liked how one of the potential versions of Cyril just became October.
Yeah.
No, that was because Kiro said that they were drawing a PI. So I thought I'll draw another one instead.
October Noir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That famous thing that everyone knows.
We
I'm
all
very
know
excited
and love
for it.
October Noir.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's Chaos Chess going?
And Dead Island highlights.
Just stares shell-shocked into the middle distance.
But also no rush. It's fine.
Gonna do a Patreon update tomorrow, and it's just gonna be the shrug emoji.
How dare you? You've done stuff.
Oh, miss, please do, and send it to him.
Don't delete the hand. What's getting made into a what?
How's Chaos Chess going?
Chaos
Made
Chess
into a
going?
shitty t-shirt.
Right.
So you can wear it to be forever reminded.
But also, Miss, that is very much a mood. Spending 20 minutes drawing something only to delete it. Yep.
Yep.
Oh. I keep
That's
all my
how art
awful
is.
Hands suck. Don't draw them. That's my
They
motto.
do. Indeed. Yes. I agree.
Don't draw them, and if you do have to draw them, don't look back.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, this picture most likely aims to be because I was talking. The other night I was going to the Ray drawings that I colored. And we came to the conclusion that obviously he is a disaster bisexual.
Of course he is. I expect nothing less.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like that's always a nice starting point for figuring out character stuff, because there's so many different ways you can go with disaster bisexual.
Yeah.
True. And I love that for him.
And here we see two of them together.
Yeah, two different flavors of disaster bisexual.
Up to and including, I've got one character floating around who is a disaster and also bisexual. Those two things aren't related, but they are indeed still a disaster and bisexual.
Yeah.
That's my Borderlands character. Although they're pansexual, not bi, but yeah. Like, they are a disaster and they are pansexual, but they're not quite related.
They're pansexual, they're also a heartthrob. Everyone loves them.
Also, yeah, they are super hot despite having, like, numerous scars on their face and sharp teeth.
In the Borderlands universe.
I have already told you that my favorite fandom trope for the Murderbot Diaries is people going, yeah, Murderbot's just incredibly attractive, and everyone knows it but it.
Yes, I love that too. I do love that. Also, yes, when this again Borderlands, when Louis introduced himself as a Murderbot, I did think of Murderbot Diaries initially because I forgot that he is a Murderbot in the Tales game as well. But I was just like, oh hey, I love those books. Yeah.
No, he's
But,
also
yeah.
just literally a murder bot.
He is just a murder
Yeah.
bot, yes.
Louis, on the other hand, is fully aware of how attractive he is.
Louis is fully
absolutely.
aware of that.
Yeah. Damn right he is.
Using the money he gets from assassinations to pay for his subscriptions. To
Many
what?
subscriptions.
We don't know.
That's his business and no one else's.
What you spend money on after your employer pays it to you is none of their business.
Exactly.
Yeah. He just has so many subscription boxes.
I was just thinking about something they said earlier about how difficult it is to draw facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
Put facial hair on characters and moustaches and stuff like that. My first thought was to bring up Reese, and then I thought, yeah, whatever.
I will never draw facial hair on Reese.
No.
But yes,
But then I was
go
thinking
for it.
about the doodle I did of all my characters with different hair. And I thought, oh, it would be fun to do that with like facial hair and moustaches and stuff. And then I thought,
Oh, hell yeah.
where exactly do you put a moustache on any of the calendars? Because they don't have a nose to like put it under.
Well, you can't
I
put it
mean,
too high
you
up,
can still
because then
put
it
it there.
just becomes a unibrow.
I mean, can you
Yeah.
I mean, it
just
it
do
is
that?
also technically just above the lip, but
It's above the lip and below the eyes. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Below the nose too, even if they don't have noses, yeah. But I think you can figure out a place for them.
I mean, the solution to that is just the,
Fuck
like,
around and find out.
fake glasses, nose, mustache combo, but with different mustache for all of them.
And
I
like tape it to their face or something.
I did start
Like
drawing.
they have ears, so they can kind of wear it. But
I think we brought this up in a previous stream, and I did start drawing October with those Groucho glasses, moustache, nose thing. I never got around to finishing it though. And let me tell you, today is not a day I'm going to start up again.
that is fair.
Yeah, fair.
For you. I don't know, I quite like drawing moustaches for the simple fact that it helps. When you draw a face and then you put a moustache on it, that's usually, I don't know, it sort of adds enough structure for me to realise, wow, that mouth is very much in the wrong place now. I did not draw that properly.
It's, yeah.
They're putting glasses on characters, same thing. The eyes are now all in the wrong place.
Yeah. It's, yeah. You also, you draw facial hair really well. It really suits in your style. It really, probably because, Rufus exists, so.
Had practice.
You
Rufus has
practiced.
the beard.
Makes
Mal
sense.
has sideburns. Used to some sort of facial hair.
But yeah, whenever like especially with facial hair, I start feeling really, probably exactly because of what you just said about the mouth suddenly being in the wrong place. But I always suddenly feel like I just cannot play with expressions. Just because how does it go around the thing then?
Yeah.
How does it work? My brain does not get it.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is, that's the reason Rufus's beard is solid, and
Yeah.
the mouth is just a hole in the beard, which is not how
Yeah.
beards actually look. There are lips and things.
What?
But I think that's also like how,
Impossible.
in general, I think like I'm also thinking of like whenever like that isn't that also kind of what like yeah I'm trying to think of how Nathan draws himself whenever they do new profile pictures and stuff because there's always a beard. It's just
Nathan usually does
it's
the
just a
same
mask.
thing of just
And then there's a mouth. But
beard and then mouth. But yeah, I don't think that really works with the way I draw faces, or at least it never
Same.
works, right? So
Yeah.
um might also just be generally a little bit too much like anime influence where like nobody really has facial hair.
Yeah, no. It's
Okay,
very rare that characters have facial hair in anime.
new plan, new video idea for Chib. Drawing, giving all of the Honkai characters facial hair.
Oh god.
Make it look like so they're not just a bunch of weird 16-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's because of the Honkai cast, there is one guy with facial hair, and it's Gallagher, and that's like the only person with facial hair.
This is
And that's minimal.
That's he's just stuck his face in a tumble dryer and got a bit of lint on it. That's not facial hair.
It's what you get when you add like, unless it's like old man like beard, like full wizard's beard. Unless it's that, the only thing you can get in anime is like the scruff, basically. There's never an in between. There's never like a different way to do it. It's either like either scruff or it's full wizard beard.
Pretty
Old
much.
man.
Trying to remember any characters who have something else, and I am blanking at the moment.
Yeah. They don't exist.
I have a thunk.
Yeah.
But I don't know any of the names of the characters from the thing, so this might take a while.
You're allowed to ask questions, you know?
Nope.
Okay.
You know what they're from?
Yep. That's all I've got to go on.
What are they from?
That would give away.
Oh.
Which mainly tells us that they're more or less the only character with a beard in whatever it is they're from.
That guy. What's that guy's name?
That guy.
That guy. Give me
Classic
that guy.
That guy.
Where is that guy? Show
It's
me
the
that
Play-Doh
guy.
on versus. Yeah, same as I don't know how to make it look like it belongs there and not just something that's fake.
Yeah, same. I agree. I'm very curious about who you're talking about, Chris.
With glasses, I really like, because that was also brought up earlier. I should really practice drawing glasses. I don't do it enough.
Yeah, glasses are tricky.
Armstrong.
Glasses.
That guy.
Oh yeah. Yes, Louis Armstrong, or is it Louis? Yeah.
Apparently,
I think
Alex
it's
Louis
Louis.
Armstrong.
Yeah, it's Louis and his sister is Olivier. Yes.
What? He also has multiple other sisters, but they don't really
True.
appear in the story beyond just
the one
the doodles that the artist made. And
Yeah.
guess what? They all sort of look like Louis.
They do, yeah. But the one at Berg's is Olivier. Yes, Louis Armstrong. Yeah, he is an exception to that rule.
Yeah.
There.
There you go. Facial hair that is not wizard beard or
Although I could see a
little
wizard
fluff.
with that mustache. Yeah,
You can see a wizard with any facial hair. I'm just
true. Yeah.
pleased that I, of all people, was the one to
You
know
did.
an anime character.
You did. Yes,
I
you
That
mean,
knew
has-
an
I
anime
feel
character.
like because like I can think of multiple animes that have characters with facial hair, but a lot of them aren't the like quote unquote mainstream ones. Because a lot
Yeah.
of the mainstream ones is like, cool, we're just gonna do like young face, and the main feature that distinguishes between characters is how wacky we can make their hair.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
both with shonen and with a lot of shoujo anime.
Yeah.
Mm.
True.
You see more variation when you get into like seinen stuff that's intended for adults, but that doesn't become
Yeah.
quite so popular over in the West for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Full Metal Alchemist is an exception for like every single trend in
Yeah.
a lot of different animes.
Yeah. True.
Also,
multiple
in my
levels.
defense, I've never watched Metal Alchemist, so he's just not in my
Oh.
brain.
Also, I just remembered some characters in like Golden Kamuy in the manga who also have facial hair and stuff. But that's also an exception because that artist is absolutely incredible. And they if they set their mind to something, like he can fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah. Because another example I can think of with like the exception to like characters with facial hair is, or even just having main characters with facial hair is Delicious Dungeon. But again, that one sort of doesn't follow the rules of what you're supposed to do with both creating the world building and then just creating in general. Like this is a writer and artist who's just kind of like crunch time, never heard of her. You get it when it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one of the main characters is literally a middle-aged widow with like three daughters. So deal with it.
Hell
And he's a union man.
yeah. Love that. Ooh, good miss art.
Miss still be making good art with just a few
May still
squiggles.
be making good art.
Yeah.
You know who does good facial hair? Ghibli. I
True. I agree.
no idea.
That's a good point.
What Ghibli
They do good facial
has
hair as well.
facial
Yeah.
hair?
I know exactly what Ghibli has facial hair. That's the wrong channel.
You're
Let's not
looking for Totoro. You're looking for Totoro. I know you're looking for Totoro.
You are wrong.
No? Oh yeah. Porco Rosso. There he is. Hell yeah.
But also
Guess
Ghibli
I'll
is
just
I
have
would
to
have looked for
experiment
Totoro.
more. Guess I'll just have to draw Rufus.
Yeah.
Wasn't I don't remember his name. The guy who in Spirited Away, the guy who manned
Yes.
the boiler room, I believe he had facial hair.
Yeah, he does. Miss just shared a picture of him. Yeah, it was that guy with the sunglasses. Yeah. So many bushy beards.
Oh, Chris, that really got me.
Mm-hmm.
secret jokes. Ugh.
Secrets.
Love that.
Details. Who likes wrinkles?
See, and then not facial hair, but kind of the idea of facial hair. The turnip god.
The idea of facial
The
hair.
idea of facial hair.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, they look
Like,
fun.
it's probably not technically facial hair, but like,
Goals.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
is that little dumpling?
He's having fun.
He's
It's a
having a
mascot.
good
For
time.
him.
Also, there are some birds.
Yeah.
There are some birds in the
Watch
background.
Spirited Away. Yeah. There's lots of fun stuff in that movie.
little,
The
well, maybe
radish
not so
spirit.
little, but like,
Yeah.
Radish spirit.
yeah.
Okay. Snip's cousin.
Yeah, there's a lot of. As you might guess from the name, Spirited Away does have characters who are spirits.
Yep.
In fact, the majority
Lots
of the characters are some sort of spirits.
Most of the characters are spirits, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and also those delightful little ducky things.
Yeah.
Cute.
I love them.
Congregation of computer
Not
scientists.
a thought going on in those heads.
Nope. They are a mood.
Meh.
Also, my personal favorite.
Yeah, the Sweet Sprites. I love them. Also, yeah. Love them too.
Yeah, those
Got
two
it.
are funny because it's like, they start off as like, it's this thing
Mhm.
that's menacing, and then they just kind of get turned into nyank
Yeah.
comedy relief for the rest of the movie.
They're very cute.
What do you say? It's not until I looked at a couple of these GIFs where I was like, particularly the soot one, where I was like, God, keeping track of that animation.
Yeah. Well,
There's so much going on.
well. Yeah. Spirited Away was really incredible. And in general, their movies are really incredible. It's got so much detail goes into it, and just, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tune out early for today.
Don't
I'll
worry.
have one.
Have
Thanks
a
for
good one.
hanging out,
Have a good eep.
and thanks for the good jaws, and yeah, have rest well, have good eep.
Bye.
Thanks for doodling and chatting.
Bye. Love ya.
Bye.
Catch you.
Love you. Bye.
Have you bye.
Bye.
Mercy.
Yeah.
So that's just showing off. There's no need for any of that.
Absolutely, there was need to animate it.
I don't know what's happening here, but they seem very excited.
They are.
The sprites are very impressed with the small mouse.
Nice.
The small mouse did something good, and
Yeah.
the Soot Sprites like it.
Go, small mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Only one where Chihiro ends up plastered in them. They're what's commonly known as pissing about. Good.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is delightful. Yes.
Oh, and speaking of keeping track of a lot of things,
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's much smoother in the actual film, but yeah.
I can
yeah,
imagine.
that GIF is a little choppy.
Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of stuff going on.
That gosh darn Mr. Gajibli. Very talented.
Yeah.
I don't know none of these things.
Well, all of the last several GIFs have been from the same movie. And yes, it's a very impressive team. All of them.
Well, that's just excessive.
Yeah. That's Hayao Miyazaki. Yeah.
This is another Spirited Away.
Yep. Yes, indeed. I love how Miyazaki is always like, this is the last movie I'm gonna work on, and then he's had like 5 or 6 ones where it was the last movie he was gonna work on, and then decided that no, he'll work on another one. Just
Like, no, I got
Yeah.
one more in me. I got another
got one
idea.
more, another one. Yeah,
Perhaps retirement is the insult to life itself.
exactly. Yeah. So
Perhaps-
honestly, whenever anybody says Miyazaki in regards to the Dark Souls creator and such, I always think of the creator first, because
That's fair.
he was the only Miyazaki to me for a very long time.
Yeah, that confused the hell
more
out of me
mouse.
the first time I saw that name popped up. I was like, what?
We're like, what?
This is-
Hayao Miyazaki was part of Dark Souls? What?
No, Hidetaka Miyazaki. Different.
Hidetaka Miyazaki, yeah. But yeah, good mouse and burb.
Mount and Burb are good.
They are very good. Yeah, exactly. What a move. Yeah.
Oh, this scene, also very good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
You?
Damn, look at those flowers.
Yep. And that is Chihiro. That's the character that Miss was looking for a good GIF for, specific one.
And
She is our main protagonist in Spirited Away.
Yes.
One of the few characters who is not a spirit. She is in fact a human.
Yes, she
What?
is a human child.
the story is set in the
and-
world of spirits, and you're following someone who isn't a spirit? Nonsense.
Oh, it's a very good movie.
Is the mouse a spirit?
Yes.
Yes. And so is the bird.
Oh.
Like, pretty much 99% of the cast is spirits in that movie. It's, yeah, only like a couple are human.
3? I think technically Chihiro and her parents.
I think it's just Chihiro and her parents. Yeah, I think
I
everybody
think-
else is technically a spirit.
I think there's like maybe one other character that you could interpret it as they were in the same situation as Chihiro and they were a human at one point, but like it's never explicit.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 explicitly human characters we see. Everyone else is a
Yeah.
spirit of some sort.
You know, Chris's favorite character would be in that film. Yeah.
Well, so far it's the mouse.
And I'm not surprised. Yeah.
It's a good mood.
There she is a mode. He's.
I mean, the mouse is a good character. Oh, there's another thing on the mouse. Sleepy.
Oh, yeah, they're sleeping.
Slim!
Mm-hmm. Honk sure, they snooze.
It's the
Oh,
famous
easy.
duo mouse-bird combo, honk and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And they get to rest because they were doing a lot of work
Yeah.
earlier.
They were weaving.
Spin and thread.
Such good helper. Such good helpers.
He. Ooh, lamp. Lamp with
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, lamp is a friend. They do hop, yes.
They hop.
They do hop.
Them
land,
hop.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now I've watched Spirited Away. Great. I've watched it in the same way that I've watched Good Omens.
You know, you still need to see the film.
The plot is about a couple of... there's a mouse and
These
bird.
these
They go on adventures.
these could just give no context for what happens in Spirited Away.
The mouse is called Aziraphale and the bird's called Curly. They travel around the world of
yeah.
spirits. Oh no!
And they're little soot sprites. He's okay. He's okay.
Oh no, I got stuck.
He'll be
Yeah,
okay.
he's just throwing a tantrum.
I love the frame just before it comes down, where the eyes cross the other way.
Yeah. It's very good. I love that too.
Animation's good.
Mm-hmm.
People are good at it, and they deserve to be proud.
Yeah. Aww. Dragon fun.
Yes.
No.
Haku.
Yeah. When?
They have a dog nose.
Mm-hmm. They got a snoot that you
Boop.
can poop.
They are boopable. Good
They are
news,
boopable,
everyone.
yes.
The dragon is boopable.
Well, they are more of a Eastern style dragon. So they long and fuzzy.
D. With a boopable snoot. I love the bird flying in that good gif.
Trying to
catch
keep up desperately.
Trying to keep up and then like landing on the mouse and be like, I'm not keeping this up.
Swoosh. I like how this stream has become, hey, let's watch good gifs.
Yeah, I haven't drawn anything in a while, but that is fine. That's okay. Just chatting and hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stream. These streams are called Crispy and Friends. It's not Crispy and Friends Draw.
Yes. A little bit.
Oh, I had a tab open from finding Porco Rosso. Apparently, it was voiced by Michael Keaton in the English version.
Yeah, they have like movie actors, voice characters in those films usually.
Nice. Who voices Mouse in Spirited Away?
He doesn't talk for most of the film.
No, he doesn't talk. I will look at
Oh, it's a silent
the
film.
character that the mouse was originally on, because I think he says a couple words, and I'll look at his voice actor.
He's
But-
got some lines near the beginning and near the end, but like throughout most of the middle, he doesn't.
But as the mouse, he doesn't talk. No. And
Ooh, I was expecting
yeah,
Great Mouse Detective shenanigans.
no. Also, what's the name of that character? Let me look it up. Bo. That's the name. Okay. Who voices Bo?
Oh, that's the Japanese voice.
Yeah, I saw the English voice of Bo in Spirited Away.
Voice of Bo. I know the face of Bo.
Tara Strong. So she's an actual she's a voice actress. She does a lot of stuff. She did Actually, I think she's Bubbles in Powerpuff Girls.
Oh.
And she's like Raven in Teen Titans. I don't know if you saw that. She's done a lot of animation and stuff. Tara Strong.
Nice.
Yeah. And just looked it up to confirm because I'm questioning my memory now. And yes, she does voice Bubbles in Powerpuff Girls.
Marvelous.
Yeah. But yeah, she doesn't talk as the mouse, unfortunately, just as the being that the mouse originally is before it turns into a mouse.
A lot of creatures turning into other creatures.
Yeah.
Like, our dragon friend isn't always dragon-shaped.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually a soot sprite. No one said no, so it's correct.
I just remembered that I. Okay, yeah. I will neither confirm nor deny. But also no.
Also, apparently Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki, prior to being an animator, made manga, and a lot of the films are based on manga he made. Didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The key animation on Moomin.
That doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
Co-directed Lupin the Third. Anyway,
Yeah, I knew about that. Yeah. Yeah. You got this, Bear.
so finish what I'm
Also,
reading.
honestly, it sounds like it's the computer's fault, not yours.
Yeah. I mean, I spent a lot of the day trying to get things ready to sell a guitar, and I have not yet put the guitar up for sale. So I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I just looked back at the large canvas after looking up various Spirited Away gifts, and I see that Tori has gotten mustached.
Yeah, that happened a
I
while ago.
just noticed that as well. Yeah.
We're talking about
Love that.
moustaches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you relate. Yep.
Makes it work.
You're not alone, Ben.
Yep. No, not at all.
I mean, that said, I don't know how much longer the stream's going to go for. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything interesting to talk about.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't have any beans or anything. I just
Beans.
realized that the music was covering a little bit of my drum, so I'm gonna move him down a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Missing on beans.
Beans were never here.
Mm-hmm. His beans. Yeah.
Not the beans. But yeah, maybe we...
Yeah, whatever you all
Maybe
feel,
we stop
really.
it there.
Sounds good to me.
It was just a nice chill.
Yeah.
Nice chill chit chat.
Nice chill, fun times.
Yeah.
And one day you'll actually see that movie. Someday.
Yeah. Maybe.
We will force you.
I think I might have Spirited Away on DVD. I know I've got some Ghibli.
Oh, I
One might be
absolutely
Spirited
have it on DVD somewhere too. Probably if I can figure out how to do a watch party thing, maybe I can do that someday.
Maybe.
Why are
Maybe.
we also? I don't know. We're just all tired.
Yeah. Our
This is
tiredness
very
has
EP
synced.
day.
It's EP day. EP day.
Yeah.
I blame the fact that it's been quite dark all day here. So
Oh, yeah.
when it's dark, my brain does not wake up.
That is fair. And I can see that. When it's dark, I usually be very EP.
Yeah, no battery. Not a rundown battery. No battery.
Yes, no battery at all. Not you.
Is that better or worse? We're trying
Remains to
things.
be seen.
Trying new things.
But you can always try just to be sure. Yeah, not everyone likes to taste these things.
We're gonna
But you
try
can
heavy
try.
energy tomorrow. Might not work.
Yeah.
But
Indeed.
we are gonna try. Maybe, possibly. But yeah.
I hope y'all have a very good night.
Thanks for hanging. And yeah,
Thanks for hanging.
I will be back Tuesday morning with September. Or in their comic, inking the foreground stuff. And then in the evening, speaking of ink, I think the plan for Tuesday evening stream is ink.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna mess around with making a little game in ink.
Very nice.
I don't know
That
what we're
sounds
gonna do. We'll talk about that later. But
fun. Is this a Wii? Is it? Oh,
it's a
never mind.
markup language that I messed around with ages ago, and I'm messing around with again, which is used for making text adventures and things like
You
that.
did mention that before, yeah.
Like
That's neat. That's
go
cool.
to page 74, etc. So yeah, we're gonna make a little game for fun because spooky season is not yet here.
Do we know what we're doing for spooky season?
Oh yeah, there are loads of things to do.
I'm glad
for spooky
someone
season.
knows.
I don't know what
Excellent.
we're doing, like group games and stuff, but
For single games and stuff. Hell yeah, excellent.
I know my
That's good.
nonsense. Nonsense.
I mean, we
though.
could just go and do spookier areas of Elder Scrolls Online.
True.
Yeah, there are spooky places.
I know for a fact there is at least one tomb area where it's like, yes, we're dealing with ghosts.
We're not playing Call of Cthulhu.
Yes, we're playing Call of Cthulhu.
If one of my jank games breaks, we'll play Call of Cthulhu.
I can't open it. The handle's been taken off.
It was Jack.
Excellent. I don't know what he said, but yeah, I'm glad it was Jack.
The handle's been taken off.
Ah, gotcha.
Standard
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. Have a chill.
Thanks
And
for
see you
joining
around.
us. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you all have a good one. Love
Yeah.
you. Bye.
Go regenerate beans. One and all.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
And eep. Eep
Bye.
well.